All right, let's talk about your career as a front-end developer. But let's not think of it as just a job, right? Let's frame it as an exciting journey. Think of it like you're in a video game. Every stage brings new challenges, new skills, and a chance to level up. So let's start the game.
So this right here, this is our map for the whole thing. This career ladder shows the full progression from your very first day as a junior developer all the way up to these big leadership roles like architect or manager. We're going to walk through every single one of these levels.
Every great adventure has to start somewhere, right? And for a front-end developer, that journey begins at the very first foundational step. And that first step, your starting point, is the junior front-end developer. At this stage, your whole world is about one thing: execution. You're handed a design, and your main job is to bring that vision to life with clean HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You'll be building smaller components, squashing well-defined bugs, and really getting the hang of essential tools like Git. The key skill you're building here is translating very specific instructions into working code.
Okay, so once you've really got those fundamentals down pat, the next phase is all about spreading your wings a bit. It's about that shift from just following instructions to really starting to create and own your work.
And this is where you level up to become a mid-level front-end developer. This is the point where the team really starts to trust you to operate with a lot more independence.
You're not just building a button anymore. No way. Now you're building the entire feature that button is a part of. This means you're connecting your work to the wider web, pulling in real data from APIs, and writing tests to make sure your code is solid. The big change here is that you're now expected to work independently. You're becoming a problem solver, not just someone who completes tasks.
All right, now this next jump, this is a big one. The leap from mid-level to senior is, honestly, probably the biggest mindset shift you'll make in your entire career. It's less about coding faster and more about thinking differently. It's that crucial transition from focusing on how to build something to deeply understanding why you're building it in a certain way. And this slide just nails that difference. Think about it. A mid-level developer is laser-focused on delivering a feature, like fitting their one puzzle piece perfectly. But the senior developer, they're looking at the blueprint for the entire puzzle. They're asking the big questions. How do all these pieces connect? Is this going to scale 6 months from now? How can we maintain this thing in the long run?
And that way of thinking is what defines the senior front-end developer. This role is so much more than just writing amazing code. You become a technical leader, a mentor, and a real strategic thinker for the team.
You see, a senior's impact is what we call a multiplier. It's not just about what you can do. It's about how you make everyone around you better. You do this by designing systems, hunting down performance bottlenecks, and acting as that critical bridge between the front-end, back-end, and product teams. And mentoring at this level isn't just giving out answers. It's about guiding junior devs to find the solutions themselves.
So from that senior role, the path naturally starts to lean toward more formal leadership. And here, the game changes again. Your primary goal is no longer your individual code output, but scaling your impact by guiding the work of an entire team.
This table really shows what I mean. The focus shifts from the activity to its system-wide impact. A code review isn't just about catching a bug, right? It's about enforcing quality across the whole team. A technical decision isn't just picking a library, it's about making sure everyone is pulling in the same direction. It's all about building things that are scalable and robust for the long haul.
The first of these leadership roles is often the lead front-end engineer. I like to think of the lead as the team's technical compass, you know? They're the one guiding the ship on a day-to-day basis.
A lead is very hands-on, right there in the trenches with the team. They have the final say on those tough technical decisions. They set the standard for what good code looks like through reviews, and ultimately, the buck stops with them for the technical quality of what the team ships.
Now, if the lead is focused on the teams today, the front-end architect is all about the organization's tomorrow. This is a really high-level, strategic role that's focused completely on long-term health and scalability. They are playing the long game.
An architect's decisions create this massive ripple effect. They design the foundational architecture and reusable design systems that multiple teams will build on top of for years. They're thinking about performance and security, not just for one feature, but for the entire product, making sure the whole thing is stable and ready to grow.
And there's another fork in the road here, one that takes you more into people leadership, the engineering manager or director. Here, your focus shifts away from writing code day to day and more towards managing people, guiding careers, overseeing budgets, and just making sure projects get delivered successfully. But here's a really important thing to remember. This whole career ladder, it's not always a straight shot to the top. Eventually, it starts to branch out, offering you all these different ways to grow based on what you're really passionate about.
Your deep understanding of the user interface is basically a superpower you can take into other areas. I mean, think about it. You know how users actually interact with the product, so specializing in user experience is a totally natural fit. You know what's technically possible, so you could pivot to product management and help decide what gets built. Or, of course, you can keep climbing that path of pure technical leadership.
And that brings us to the most crucial point of all. This path is not a one-size-fits-all deal. It's an incredibly powerful foundation, and what you choose to build on top of it, well, that's completely unique to you.
So, we've walked through the entire map, from junior all the way to architect and beyond. The only question left is the one for you. You've seen the path. What will you build next?